You've been thinking it, but you haven't been hearing it. So get ready, because it's live, and things might get a little messy. Don't hold back, spit it out with Jayson Yessir. And now your host, Jayson Yessir.
What's up, everyone? What's going on? We're here with another episode this week. I don't know what kind of tune I was just doing right there. I'm already feeling these drinks. You know, we started a little early. Got the tequila going, margaritas up in the house. I guess you could kind of call it a margarita, right? I don't know what.
And you did that.
My bad. Let me introduce. We got Kyra in the house. Sorry again. She's back this week. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming again. Cheers to that.
Cheers. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
The DIY coasters, they're holding together. Thanks for coming out again. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a margarita though. What is mostly in a margarita? I think it's just more so like a simple syrup, a lime, tequila, right? You don't know.
I don't.
Oh my! What's your favorite drink?
I do a tequila sunrise normally, but see, I like my Douces and stuff.
Now you
like
talking
that.
fancy. I don't know about that. What is that?
You don't know what Douce? I like dark liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Jay-Z. I think that's Jay-Z's drink.
Oh, is that the brand?
Yes, Douce.
Oh, that's too fancy for me. I don't know what that is.
Japanese whiskey is one of my other faves.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have my moments more, I would say. Like, I get tired of things after a while, I guess. So, like, vodka for a little bit, I was doing, was doing vodka for the most of the time. And then moved on to... no, what was I doing before vodka?
I'm scared of vodka.
Why? You don't know. Actually, you said that because last time that I gave you, a couple times that you've been here, and you've had the vodka... Well, Tito's for sure.
I
and you
hate
just,
that. Exactly.
Is it that particular brand or vodka in general?
Listen, you told me that the last minute. I was like, are you serious, bro? That's why I was so messed up that day. Like, I was through that whole night. But vodka, Tito's make me sick.
Yeah.
I was so messed up. Yes, I hate it.
And your choice is dark. See, I don't really do the dark. Tequila, though, I will do. But I do dark. Like, dark tequila, I don't mind. I'm just not a fan of, like... whiskeys and stuff like that.
What?
You like?
Yeah, that's fine. I like whiskey.
Like scotches and all, and whiskeys and rum and
yeah, I like rum.
Yeah. See, I don't know about all that shit, but anyways, so cheers to all that. Like I said, but oh my god, these are really getting fucked up. Anyways, what have you really been up to besides everything else? Nothing.
Since
the last week and all. I seen you was at, what's it called, Universal.
Oh, yeah, I did go.
You went to Universal Studios?
Yeah, a little me too.
I haven't been there in a little while. How was it?
It was really cool. I really do the same rides. They had a few of them that was closed, I think due to COVID and some remodeling.
Okay. And it's like off season right now.
Yeah.
So this is the time that they work on the rides and stuff because most people ain't there and all that. What's your favorite ride?
Damn, I got a few. Like Rip Ride Rocket. The Mummy was closed. I was sick about that.
Oh, was it? I like The Mummy.
Yeah, I was sick about that.
Yeah, that one's so much fun. I love the part, like, obviously, when the fire comes on and that drop
and
right
the Hawk.
there.
Oh, Transformers. The Hawk, Transformers,
you went to
and Rip
both
Ride
sides?
Rocket.
Oh, okay.
I had access to all the parks.
Oh, excuse
Oh
me.
my God.
All the parks. Okay. She got it like that. My bad. I forgot who I was talking to.
You're so silly.
But you didn't do the water park.
No water park.
No, okay.
And then it was not that type of weather for me anyway.
Well, you said all the parks, so I'm just asking.
Yeah.
But
I didn't jump over there. Volcano
Rip
Bay.
Ride Rocket, I haven't done that one in a while either. I've done that's not Universal, that's Disney. Because the other one, that's like that rock and roll theme one. But it's at Disney.
I'm Universal over Disney. I'm sorry.
I haven't been
Argue me down,
either.
people.
No, I've been to Universal. Like lately, the last couple times that I've gone out to like any of the parks, it's been Universal. But I have gone to the Disney one, and I forgot what it's called. It's like Rock and Roller Coaster or something like that. But it also has the.
Now I can't give Disney this one, the Avatar. That
which one? Because there's two Avatars. I've only did one.
No, I think it was like one of them. Like it's just like you just flying all over the place.
I didn't do that one, and I wanted to do that one. No, see, the one I did was the like more of the riverboat type of Avatar one.
No, I haven't been.
That one I didn't get to do.
I haven't been on that one though.
But I did do, which I guess is kind of similar. The other, the Disney Soaring. You never did that?
Listen,
that's the same one where like
don't talk to me about anything about Disney because I do not know.
But that's the same one where you sit across and it's like it takes you're soaring, like it takes you through, and it's so cool because it feels like you're like going through all these areas in different cities and stuff like that. It's soaring over America or some shit like that. But yeah, like you're like, what's it called? Hand gliding, paragliding, whatever. You know those people that have like the kites and they go on the. It's like if you're like on one of those, but you're like going through all the different states or whatever. It's cool, and then it has like
sounds very amusing.
Like 3D, 4D effect of like the wind blows and the smell, you know, stuff like that. So it was cool. But the last time I've been was Halloween Horror Nights to Universal Halloween Horror Nights. Mm-hmm. And it was all right. It wasn't that bad actually. I had a good time. It was actually pretty good. I just seen. So funny. There was a family recently at Universal that was just in the news. I don't have the article up, but I actually seen it earlier that they had got caught for like passing through the turnstiles without paying. It was a family, and they're like from the UK, like London or something. And it was a mom and like a couple of kids. I think it was a couple of moms, like 2 moms, a guy, a dad, a couple of kids, and then someone like also like a baby in a stroller or whatever. And they just ran through the turnstiles, and it was like the 3 kids or whatever. They got caught first, and then they found the mom as well. But she was claiming, like, I don't even have the whole article in front of me, so I don't know exact details, but she was claiming more so like that she wasn't even there, and they like came up to her and that, and she was like saying like, oh no, that we didn't come together and stuff. Like serious? She was saying that about her own kids or whatever. No. Like I was like, what kind of shit is this? But yeah, they got caught with them. They were charging them for trespassing, grand theft. Yeah, because all the tickets amount to up to over like $1,000 whatever dollars. So now it's like grand theft larceny or some shit like that.
Oh wow. She was trying to be slick.
They got caught. That's what happens. But I seen that. I wish I had more so of the details and stuff, because when I be fucking shit up, you know, that's how you get yourself in trouble. Anyways,
I'm sick she did her kids like that. I can't get over it.
What?
She just did that to her kids.
Oh, did it to the kids. No. Yeah. So yeah, you came by. Like I said, I appreciate you coming by and all of that. I did though. I figured, you know, let me go ahead and make some dinner and all. So I did cook. You enjoyed the food.
Yes, I did.
That was good. And we ended up I made some chicken, some asparagus, and that. But I made that sweet potato thing. Give me your honest opinion. What did you think about it?
Now that sweet potato thing was amazing. I would actually purchase that at some type of bakery. Just throw some ice cream on top.
So I've been making this sweet potato thing the last couple of holidays. I guess no, not even holidays. Just here and there around. I've been making it. The first time I made it though was Thanksgiving at Teresa's, and then I made it again for Christmas, like for myself. I made it again like last week or a week and a half ago, and then I just made it again today. But it is so good. I think it's like more that crumble top or whatever. I don't know. And it's sweet because it's sweet potato, and I add like some other stuff to it. But I've been cutting down on it too. I've been getting that recipe right. I don't know, like, you ever work on something perfect. Where you finally like you start changing things up here and there just to get it like precisely right how you like it? So I've been doing that lately now, just like minusing things and not trying to make it as sweet, because at first it called for a lot more like sugar and other added things, and I was like, that's kind of unnecessary. I don't need that. I substituted some things. Instead of like regular milk, I did coconut milk, stuff like that. So, and actually not like coconut milk that they're now selling, but like the canned coconut milk, like the coconut milk, like that. Yeah, so I've been changing some things out and substituting things, but just trying to get this recipe perfected. But I be tearing that shit up every single time I make it. Seriously, every single time. And it doesn't require much. Like for the amount I make, it only requires for about like 2 sweet potatoes, like size, and then when you add everything else into it, it makes like a good size serving. What I made for you, though, what we had, that wasn't the exact size servings that I normally work with. I basically work with scraps. What I had a can, I had a whole other can, but I had a can already open of that coconut milk, so I used that, and then like the other scraps I had, so I was able to do all that stuff. But it still turned out good. I thought it was still good. Glad you liked it.
Especially the little crunch.
The little crunch on top.
Yes.
I always love a crunch on things. For real, like I think that's one thing, like a crunch on top of like everything, like just crunchies and
Especially
stuff.
with the asparagus, that was different.
Oh, for real? You thought so?
Good. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love my asparagus like that. Asparagus is so good. I don't know about you guys. I know asparagus. You're gonna say like some people just don't like asparagus because like it fucks up their piss and then it stinks.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck. Asparagus
it's good for you.
Banging. Oh my god. So the other night, tell me why. I was trying to go to sleep. Now, lately, I haven't been able to go to sleep. For some reason, I just haven't been able to go to sleep for nothing at all. And I wouldn't even say it's out of the ordinary or anything like that because for the last couple of weeks and everything, I haven't been able to go to sleep. Like, I'll go to the bed, I will lay down, I'll maybe watch another thing on the computer, maybe some YouTube or something, watch something else, and, like, close everything down, shut it down, and try to make myself go to sleep. Toss and churn maybe, think I'm falling asleep. Before you know it, an hour later, 2 hours later, I'm up again, wide awake, like, and then I'll be up for another hour or so, and then lay back down. Finally, I'll fall asleep. Before you know, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning at that time, 3, 4 in the morning, and then I'm still getting up like regular time, you know.
Right.
So I'm just like, what the fuck? Lately, haven't getting no sleep. So the other night, didn't get no sleep. I wake up around the same time. It's probably like 3, 4 in the morning, and tell me why these walls are so paper thin. I can hear the neighbors snoring. For real.
It's like they're right in the same room with you.
Legit. You would think that I lived with someone or like they were living upstairs in the room or in the living room, that I had someone sleeping over or whatever. For a second, I got a little scared because I was like, who the fuck is in my house snoring? And then I was listening more carefully and I'm like, no, this is legit a neighbor. I can hear through the walls snoring. It was 4 a.m. Through the walls, I could hear deep sleep just snoring. And I was like, so is this on the regular? But I could only imagine, because I feel like I seen some of my neighbors and all that, and they don't live alone. They live together. So I can only imagine like their partner, who I don't know who it is snoring like that. I can kind of figure, I guess, from what wall. But how can they? Have you been with someone that like snores that much?
Have I been with somebody that snores that much? I mean, no, like shit, probably me. It's like no.
You be snoring?
But
You've been told?
You have to be really tired. I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay,
not all the time.
She said, "Let me stay quiet over now." Wait, so you be snoring, or you saying just when you in that deep sleep you be snoring, or you've been told before that you snore?
Both of them.
All of them. All of
them.
Because I think like everyone, if you in that deep sleep, I think
Great
obviously
sleep.
Like you can have a couple Z's, you know, you snoring, but snoring on the regular.
No, I wouldn't say on the regular. I'm
snoring on the regular.
I gotta be like really tired.
But then they also say, isn't that like a nasal issue or something like that?
Probably so. And then there's also people that have sleep apnea as well. So
no,
it depends. Depends on a person.
But sleep apnea has to do a lot, I think, too, with weight wise, right? Like overweight.
I don't think it's just that. I think it's a lot more to it.
I'm
not a doctor either, though. But
no doctor, no medical advice over here. I'm just guessing. I'm assuming. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. No, but I've heard that sleep apnea, I think, is more so like when some people hit a certain weight, or I think if you watch those like the TLC shows, the 600,000 pound life people. I think don't be laughing. I think they be having sleep apnea, or I've heard. I don't know. I feel like I've heard that before. I'm not sure. But so, anyways, besides that night, I've also been dealing with, besides this, and I'm also not sleeping though, because I mentioned last episode about the whole moving situation. I think that's what's also keeping me up.
It's on your mind.
Because I'm trying to, exactly, it's on my mind. I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what's the next step? Where am I moving to and all that? And right now, we all know the market's high and all that, but there's also very limited. There's nothing popping up.
Shit, I wouldn't try to move either due to the market.
I'm just like, there is nothing popping up at all. So that's why I'm also too like, is there shit out there for me to be looking at?
They're trying to lock everything down. They ain't trying to move.
So I'm still looking, we gonna see. We're gonna give you an update until I got like 4 more weeks or so or whatever. So we're gonna give it up. No, I think I want to.
He got it. He gonna find a nice place.
and we're gonna figure it out week by week. I'm gonna give you an update on that. The moving update. Moving sucks anyways, though.
I love moving.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Wait, what part of moving do you like? The process of moving, not the moving packing. Not that process.
Yeah, you're right.
Because nobody likes that process of the packing.
But I like the decorating part, and then just like the new atmosphere. You know.
I can say I do like that too, and I've said it on here on the podcast before. I believe I've always moved year after year. This is the longest place I've ever been somewhere. This is going on probably like 4 years now. But I've only did 1 year leases, and I've always left and moved into a next place and see like, oh, I'm sure I could find something better, more space, or just see what else, different areas and what else is out there. So this place I've only been here the longest. I don't have much stuff to take with me as of like to move, so that's not the issue. I do, like you said, in different spaces, different ideas it brings, and you want to decorate different ways and all that. And you can also, like, I'm kind of tired of what I got now, so obviously I go to a new place, we'll change it up and stuff like that.
I don't like the same stuff for too long.
Yeah, so I do like that process also about it, but it's just the point of like certain things moving like that. You are gonna have to take in the packing, unpacking, that shit sucks. And I think just general, like the whole thing about the paperwork and that.
Oh yeah.
All that I don't. If you could skip all that shit, I'd be like, okay, move anytime. Yeah, sure. But having to deal with that, like, I hate just making like those phone calls you have to make and shit. You know what I mean? Like as you grow up as an adult now. I hate having to do like adult things and having to make these phone calls and do this, do that, and call these people and make sure you're calling them between these hours and whatever, because they might be on their lunch break, or this is the time to call, or if you don't call at this time, they call it on the line is busy. You know what I mean? Like that shit. I'm glad though. I couldn't stand like. I think at the point that we're at, that we were born into the world where obviously a lot of things you could handle online, because I don't know if I could handle way back then where, what was you saying?
What, you don't know if you can handle dealing with people?
Dealing with people? No. I'm saying I don't know if I could handle how they would have to go down to the post office and handle this business, go here to the town hall, go here to the city, go here to the, you know what I mean, where you really had to go to these places in person or whatever, and like,
I feel like it's bittersweet.
Get business done. Like,
it's bittersweet because sometimes you're gonna need to see a person in person.
For certain things.
Yeah.
For certain things, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's nice to see a person in person to handle that business. But I don't think, like, I'm glad a lot of the shit you can do now. I'm just saying, like, even the point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember growing up where my parents would have to go ahead and, like, oh, let me get a money or whatever to go, like, pay a bill or something. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you could just now pay it online. Because that's like dealing in the 1800s. Like, are we still doing oil lamps and shit, too? But like that's so old. Like I couldn't imagine doing. And I feel like I was born right in that middle spot where it was like was able to deal with the cassettes and DVDs, but also now able to deal with the streaming and no paperless. You know what I mean? Like was able to see it was in that.
Everything it's more simple.
Gotta taste of both. Yeah. Not too early, not too late. Gotta taste of both. Now these kids that are born, they don't even know what physical stuff is anymore. They just know digital stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Everything's online. It's not too much you gotta do.
Yeah. But all of that, one thing that you do have to do in person, and what I did have to do in person was try to handle this business about my fucking passport. I've been still trying to get this passport done. Started, and I wanted to say in October. And it is now in motherfucking January and still ain't got shit done. Now, it said they officially received it like the first week of November, right? So, mind you, I had to go and I went to the post office to get this business handled. There was only certain post offices that handle this passport procedure. The passport procedure sounds like a surgery. So, I was getting this passport procedure done. And I had to go to the specific post office, whatever. So I did all the business, got the copies that needed to be copied, got the money that needed to be moneyed, and all that stuff, sent it out, whatever. Well, let me rewind that back. Let me tell you exactly how things went. So, like I said, it was a specific post office. Went there. As I got there, I'm like, fuck, I forgot my copy of birth certificate, I think it was. I had everything else. License, everything. Forgot the copy of the birth certificate. I'm like, fuck, I need that. That's at home. well, you needed to make an appointment and everything to even get shit done at the post office, you know, to even get your passport, you need to make an appointment. So I had to do this ahead of time. I did it like earlier that week, a couple days out, and now I get there, the person's not in the office. I go up to the front and they go, okay, just wait by that door, somebody will be right there, they'll come help you. I'm like, okay, cool. So now I'm like, fuck, I noticed there was a lady there in her hand. It looked like she had a copy of whatever, all her copies. And I'm like, fuck, do I leave and come back, or are they not going to be able to see me now? You know, now I'm getting out of line, whatever.
Ask questions.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to go in there, see what happens. And I'm going to tell them that I just forgot that and see what happens. Mm-hmm. So I get inside, and the lady's in there. She starts taking all the paperwork. I let her... Actually, you know what? Let's go to commercial. I'll be right back. We'll get some more. If you guys want to go ahead and see the first 20 minutes of every single episode, go to youtube.com/Jayson Yessir. Otherwise, it's all audio afterwards. And we'll be right back after these words.